Yo, what up? What up? What up? This your boy Anthony Minor. It's called The Ugly Truth. This is my show. I have today's topic is going to be about a couple weeks ago. Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club and he had said if you're not your own something about being your own boss. Basically, he came back and put another video out basically explaining what he was saying, but still I want to touch on that, how he talked about, black men and black, we need to be more bosses. And I'm gonna say this, man. Dame said one of the smartest, but actually the dumbest things you could say, in my personal opinion. Dame is one of the smartest, dumbest dudes I ever met. The dude was basically saying, we definitely need to step up and be more entrepreneurs and have more entrepreneurial mindsets and more hustler mindsets. And I respect him for that because, again, me personally, I've been an entrepreneur and I own my own business before. And actually, I work right now, but I gave myself 2, 3 more years of working for someone else, and I'm going to go out here and be my own boss again because I can't work for someone. That's my personal opinion. But at the same time, they must realize, and but everybody must realize that everybody's not a boss. Some people are made to work for people. Some people are comfortable with making work for people. For example, he told the guy that you're less of a man because you work for another man. But there's some very, very wealthy guys that have bosses. For example, Michael Jordan once had a boss, but he was making 20 something million a year. And if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, LeBron James is making about almost 20 million a year, but he has a boss. So there are some guys. Bob Johnson sold BET for I don't know the correct billions, but for a few billion, and he still is the CEO of BET. So basically now he sold it. He has a boss, but he probably doesn't care. I mean, he's still probably getting a salary of $1 million, $2 million a year. I mean, so I don't have a problem with a guy having a boss or working for someone else because it does give them. Some people are comfortable with having a boss and the security of working for someone else because it's their, owning and being an entrepreneur comes with great responsibility. If you even look up the term entrepreneur, the first thing you'll see in the meaning of it is called risk taker. You're taking a huge risk. And to be a risk taker, everybody's not a risk taker. Some people, just like gamblers gamble, they taking risk. So everybody's not a risk taker. You can be your own boss if you have that aspiration or that inspiration to be your own boss and work for yourself, which is a great thing to wake up and not being told what to do. And another show I talked about being you won't have to be a coon or Uncle Tom because you own your own business. So and another thing we must work on in the black community, we have to sincerely work on our businesses is customer service, man. I've dealt with a lot of black businesses, and the one thing I see them all lack is serious customer service, man. We need to practice customer service if we are going to be our own bosses. We need customer service, man. I dealt with so many dudes, because again, I'm about my black people, my black race, so I'm quick to give a black business before I give any other race of business. But again, I've been let down countless times. And I'm not going to tear them down like most people do. They get on their websites. Oh, my God, don't deal with this person. Don't do it. They a slumlord. They this, that. Don't try to tear them down. What you might need to do is just tell them what they need to work on, like as far as, customer service. That's where I see a lot of us lacking is customer service and understanding that, you're not going to get the hookup. You're going to respect me just like any other company. Like, for example, I don't understand. I know I'm going off topic, but I want to get this in here, too, is that a lot of us wear these different expensive Gucci and Ferragamo and a bunch of white rich men who could give a damn about us, but we won't even wear our own culture. So me personally, I'm going to start my own clothing line that I want to wear for myself. If anybody interested, you definitely can get it. But I'm going to actually start wearing my own clothes. I'm not going to support any Ferragamo or Gucci or Polo, anymore. I'm going to try not to, because I believe we should have our own. Again, being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, you don't have to, buy into this. I have to have this on or that on. You can be your own person. So I get what Dane was saying when he in that aspect of just try to be in your own lane. And try not, like he said, he cleared it up. He said he was talking to the Breakfast Club guys. He said they've been doing that for 15 years. he said they're at a point where he think they can, you know, have their own radio station, their own, you know, be their own bosses, which I totally agree with him when he said that, because they do have a following and a fan base where they could probably start their own branch off and try to do it on their own. And I think they will get the same response from me personally. So I think I hope he motivated them to try, at least take the chance, because that's what a lot of us are scared to take the chances, afraid to fail. A lot of us are afraid of failure, and that's another thing Dame didn't elaborate on is failure. Failure is one of the hardest things to get over. Some people can't get over failure. Some people never come back from failure. So you got to also prepare people for failure if you're going to get them to step out on their own, that there's a chance that they may fail. So again, everybody's not made to own their own business. That's why there's Indians and there's chiefs. There's chiefs and there's Indians. That's why there's workers and boss supervisors. That's why there's owners and players, because at some point somebody has to own and somebody has to play and somebody has to work. That's just the way the American system works. But I would like to see a lot of my black men step into entrepreneurship instead of the street entrepreneurship of being a narcotic specialist, what we used to say, or a street pharmacist. That shit got to stop. This shit is old. It's done. It's over anyway. If you ain't realizing there's a goddamn CVS and Walgreens on every corner now, if you're not paying attention, why you think so? Because every time you turn the TV on, there's a different kind of drug with so many goddamn side effects that'll kill you. I don't even know how you would ask your doctor. Ask your doctor about Veltra. Hell no. With all them damn side effects, I ain't asking him shit. But then again, that's my opinion. That's the ugly truth about it, about what Dame said. Be your own boss. We should be motivated to be our own bosses. We should want to be out here and really try to uplift each other and try to give each in that same token, we can actually employ each other, man. That's the beauty of the beast. One of the things I learned when I caught a few charges is that it's really hard to get employment when you have a police record or anything on your rap sheet. Is really difficult, and it frustrated me to the point where I did want to start maybe a temp agency or something to help dudes, because I only got a couple marks on my report, but I can imagine a guy who got 10, 12 charges, through his lifetime. It's probably hard for this guy to get a job. So I feel bad for a guy like that who really want to do the right thing, but it's hard. Won't nobody give him a chance. So if we did step up as black men and started our own business, then we could hire some of these guys, man. We could teach them and show them a different way, man. We could show them to the water so they can fish. And I'm not going to fish for you, but I can show you to the water to get there on how to fish. And again, this wasn't really one of them topics where it's not really a problem and solution. Sometimes I'm going to talk about things that's in current event, or some things that's buzzing in the media, buzzing on social networks, and I just wanted to elaborate on what Dame had to say. Dame, actually, like I said, he said one of the dumbest and then smartest but dumbest things, because again, you can't some of the things he said, I'm a Harlem nigga, pause, all that stuff, you're too old for that, man. Cut that out, man. Knock it off. You know what I mean? Pause and Harlem niggas, we all men. And like your old head said on there, man, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. We all together. I'm not, claiming no set or no part of, I'm a black man. I claim all of us, no matter where you at. So again, this is one of the topics I wanted to touch on, that everybody was buzzing and talking about. And the ugly truth about it is, like I said, the ugly truth is that we do need more black entrepreneurs. We do need more black men to step up and become men and lead their households. And that's basically what he was trying to say in a weird way. He even elaborated and said, the guy, if you got a boss, your boss can come to dinner and say, I put that food in your mouth. That's too goddamn much, Dame. That's too far. Anybody come to my goddamn house, I'll put this food in your plate. So again, there's nothing wrong with having a boss at some point, but work on trying to get your own, or if you're going to, or try to climb up the scales of the company if you are working with the company, and therefore you'll get respected and knowledge. And then again, if you do get up and work your way up in the company, you can, try to uplift and bring your people up, hire people of your kind and help people out, man. Take out, hire a guy with a record, man. Give him a chance, man. I guarantee he probably works more hard than any other guy you hire. I promise you that. Don't be Uncle Tom. Don't coon. You know, please don't do that, and don't change your voice up. Talk white. If you ain't grew up around white people, and you grew up in the hood your whole life, and you start talking like yeah, I know, yeah, and all that shit, you're out of pocket. Cut that shit out. You know, stay true to yourself. Be yourself at all times. Have respect for yourself and self-esteem and self-dignity. You know, hold your head up. When, you know, black men, we need to start holding our head up more and stuff like that. So that's what I got to say on this topic. It's your boy, me, Anthony Minor. It's the Ugly Truth. Catch you on the next episode. Peace.